Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. I'm giving this pretension. Wait, did I already upgrade it? Huh. Guess I'd have to go the next step up. For a while I was thinking it was the other one. Or did this is this block psychic, or did I do that and forget because it's been a while? Because I'm not entirely sure which way that's actually going. Because I got myself a decent amount of Prudentium. Gonna need to upgrade a bit to get to the next step up, obviously. But I do want to kind of go the furnacey path to a degree. I mean, I know there's a lot more I'm going to be able to do in mystical agriculture over time, and I'm still curious about what various armors will actually be able to do. So there's definitely that. In fact, one of the things I was thinking of doing is trying to find... wrong box. I need to find a good spot to put this. Well, to be perfectly fair, you never know when I might need a heavy shield, even though this isn't the heaviest shield that I can muster. Now, that's gonna be a while, but, for now, I guess I can put that in there. But I'm giving, this a bit of a workout, because I need to get a lot of Draconium processed, because I want to test out more and more things about the weapons as well. I mean, I've done a bit of the armor, and it did not work out, but the weapons have some special properties. This is where this comes in. Note that it says hold control for upgrades. Well, you can upgrade a lot of your equipment in Draconic Evolution. And one of the things is you can upgrade things like attack damage, give it more capacity, and a few other things. And note that it says attack AoE, so that's attack area of effect. That will be very useful if I can get a mob girl to actually use it right. And yeah, that's 15 attack damage. And it can be upgraded all the way to a Draconic Staff of Power, which is insane on its base stats, and after upgrades will be just ridiculous. So you can imagine me figuring this part out. This is basically also a multi-tool, powered by RF. So that's particularly good. And the reason why I need all this Draconium processed is I need to get Wyvern Core, and that takes 4 Draconic Cores plus additional Draconium and a Nether Star. My oh, it's already processed. And it still has power to spare. Okay, I mean, I gave it something particularly good. I'm going to leave at least some dust, because I always need at least a little of that. I guess I misestimated how much power I put into it with that fuel, because I gave it a chunk of Mobius fuel. Just one piece of Mobius fuel. Of course, that is a hilarious amount of cook time, so I'm going to think of other things to put in there. You know, I do need to process some other minerals, so I might as well. I mean, I need to process, well, cobalts. Well, some of these are better to process whenever you have it in your, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, that's just all better to process in my other facility, which is right over there, because that doubles it. This does not. It is a good furnace, but it's not exactly what I need. So, yeah. Okay, I can start getting these ready. I'm gonna need 4 of those, so I'm gonna need a lot of gold in ingot form. So I need about 16 ingots just initially to make the 4 cores. And I think I'll be needing another one eventually, but for now, let's just grab those. Okay, need some diamonds. That's 1 diamond each. So let's do the process here. So we're grabbing a few cores. Draconic cores. Okay, how much more do I need for these? Because the Wyvern core is for the... Okay, so I need the Nether Star. I'm doing fine for EMC right now, because I was able to put in a lot of stuff. So that is very handy. Okay, so I think it's these at the corners, these on the sides. This in the middle. There we go. Wyvern core. Excellent. Okay, now to get the extra part, I'll need a Wyvern energy core as well, which is another Draconic core. I knew I'd be needing more of those. So yeah, this is gonna tear through my ingot supply really fast. But, I mean, surprising just how much you actually use. And it's rare in the overworld. Uh, sometimes happens in the Nether, but the best source of Draconium is the end. So you gotta do a lot of mining in the end. And I just inverted that, despite having done that just a moment before. Well, it happens. Okay, and let me see, what else do I need for that Draconic Energy Core? 4 more Draconium ingots, 4 blocks of redstone. Okay. Okay, so I got 4 blocks of redstone, 4 Draconium ingots. Yeah, of course I did that. There we go. And to make the sword, I need a diamond sword and 2 more Draconium ingots. You know, I'm pretty sure I haven't scanned a diamond sword in here. You know, I got a diamond cleaver. I just don't have a diamond sword. Okay, fair enough. Can we just stick? There we go. It's a good thing that I got this. I mean, it's just a good thing I use cyclic a lot nowadays. It's just such a cool mod for like so many reasons. One of which is it just has a lot of really nice stuff. Just lots and lots of nice stuff that works out really cool. Okay. So I was able to just process that part. I need to charge it. Yeah. How much do I have in either of these? Energy infuser? Okay. Uh, it has a lot of internal storage, so this will be charged up like... Wow, that thing has an insane charge speed. um, Village Girl, you might be handy for me to get like lots and lots of stuff. So what's really weird is it's not saying her subtype right now as it usually does. I had this weird... Oh, bye. Nice to know you're safe now, technically. Because whenever I come back in there, then things will be fine. But until then, well, okay. That takes care of that. Old signs. Maybe I'll get a new sign someday. Maybe someone will give me one. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so that's powered up that way now. Fusion crafting takes a lot of really inspired stuff. It doesn't really take that much energy by comparison, but it takes some very expensive items to get it upgraded. Now, I'd like to get up through the tiers of Draconic Crafting, and I'm going to need a few things to kind of channel the energy better. Like, for example, having these energy crystals. They have a pretty high transfer rate and are basically wireless. So I'm going to have to make sure to have the various subcomponents like, oh, say, this crystal binder, which is the tool you use to determine what it links to and therefore where it goes. I'm also probably going to make a more underground facility that's farther away from my mob girls eventually. Because I'll probably need to make sure that nobody gets withered by the power of the Nether Star generator. I'll need a diamond, a couple of draconium ingots, a blaze rod, another draconic core. Okay. You used so many of these cores. See, this is why, I mean, this is like totally why. I mean, I prefer doing some manual crafting myself, and that I also kind of like the convenience of using this as a magical version of an ME system. So I don't use I usually don't use AE type systems, so applied energistics, refined storage. I mean, I may eventually, but I do kind of like a certain level of convenience in certain ways, but I don't necessarily go all out for auto crafting. But because of the sheer number of draconic cores, I said auto crafting and I heard a scream. Very appropriate. But anyhow, because of the number of draconic cores that you go through, uh, then it just shows the logic of why, whenever people do Draconic Evolution, they tend to have that mod, because they usually want to have it on autocraft. And the reason why is you just use so much of them. So it tends to be a quickly repeated step. Okay. Now the basic energy crystal. Basic energy IO crystal. Hello. Basic energy relay crystal? Wait, this goes back and forth? Yeah. Okay. So you actually make the relay crystal first. I'm gonna have to look up this system. Luckily I have a book. And apparently a lag spike. Okay, there we go. Let me see here. That's a nice scrolling function. That's really convenient. Energy infuser generator, energy network. That's it. Okay, crystal energy IO. Because I know some of the basics. Basically, you link with that little crystal tool, and they will give you various information on it whenever you're using the tool. And the crystal types are tiered, but they all basically allow for wireless energy transfer, which is very cool. To get these, let me see here. Wow. Yeah, the energy IO crystal has a capacity of 4 million in and of itself, but it can only do 2 links at once, which is why you also use relay crystals, is they tend to help out, because you'll see this max links things. That's how many each one gets. So the crystal relay, just the basic one, has 8 links, and the IO crystal has 2 links. So this, oh, crystal wireless. Wireless energy crystal. Oh wait, that's what I'm really going for, I think. But it's kind of wireless already, so let me see here. Internal energy buffer, they can be linked to one another using crystal binder. 2 more are linked, they will attempt to balance their stored energy so they are both the same charge level. Each crystal can only support a number of connections to other crystals. Exact number of connections is determined by the type and tier of the crystal. Wireless energy, similar to the energy relay, except that it supports fewer crystal links, but can wirelessly connect to a number of energy receivers. Okay, the relay acts as a hub to connect to other crystals. Therefore, it supports a lot more connections. It can only link to other crystals and cannot be connected to other blocks. Okay, so the energy IO crystal, place it on the side of your energy source and consumer and connect it to your crystal network. Okay. So this can be used to send and receive wirelessly, but the wireless one is kind of a bit easier to go between different things. So yeah, again, it's been a while since I've done some things, but I haven't really fully gone into Draconic Evolution until now. So I'm also kind of learning a bit how this goes. But it looks like I'm going to need at least the basic energy relay crystal, which requires 4 diamonds and another wyvern energy core, which itself isn't really that bad, but again, I'm just going to keep going through resources, especially just piles of draconium ingots. Also, might I add, there's other reasons why people also like pairing Project E with Draconic Evolution, and that it tends to be a serious EMC sink, because it uses like a lot of your, I mean, it just uses a lot. It just looks, for some reason, I just think it looks better the other way around, so that's probably why I keep reversing it. But yeah, it uses just a lot of basic resources as well, so there's kind of a reason for that. Okay, I needed to go... Oh yeah, okay, so that's the other thing. Okay, got it. So I need another Wyvern energy core and some diamonds. Just doing this, just setting up for testing, by the way, is sometimes pretty serious work. Kind of why I'm showing what you go through here, because it's kind of gets ridiculous really fast. Oh, I get 4 of those. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, because I'm gonna need a lot. Because I'm gonna need, actually I'm gonna need even more of these, because here's kind of why. Whenever I do upgrades, this is basically how it works. Like, for example, if I just wanted a draconium chest in terms of doing crafting, then you have to upgrade a regular chest using what's called fusion crafting, which uses a lot of special pedestals and items placed in them to fuse them into an item. So it's kind of a bit like Thaumcraft, but with humongous amounts of RF. So instead of like using this, so it kind of goes that way. So also, if you want to upgrade something, like for example, if I wanted to upgrade this, the thing is, what you do is you use these upgrade keys. Like this one is kind of the one I want. Upgrade key, area of attack. Because I'm curious if they have it in their hand and they use it, if they attack with it, if they'll do the area attack. So I'll have to have them go up against like a lot of enemies or something so they can like smash through lots of targets. But I think I can hit use on this and see what all it upgrades. But yeah, it kind of shows like going between different ones. But basically, you have this, apparently a couple of Eyes of Ender, a couple of diamonds, a couple of golden apples for some reason, and a draconic core to upgrade area of effect. I don't know if they start off with area of effect, but I can also check my controls, because there might be something in there that just activates it, because I remember Draconic Evolution tends to have like a special interface. Tool config profile. Tools and armor config GUI. Let's see if I can put this in on something convenient. Well, I got Q set up for something else, so that's... why not? Because it's not letting me. Oh, you. Oh, come on, behave. Oh yeah, that's right. That's like that one's gonna be something I can use. Nope. Come on. I'm not map questing, so I don't need it on there. Ha! Not gonna happen. Ah! JK! Okay. Okay, so if I hit... Okay, I think I gotta hold it in hand and hit this button. HUD. Attack radius. Allows you to adjust the area covered by this weapon's swing. I figured. Okay, I need the upgrade before I can adjust it. So that's definitely gonna be a thing. Okay, so I definitely do need to get the upgrade. Meanwhile, at least the weapon looks cool. Kind of. I mean, it's a purple sword with a decent looking hilt, so it has a nice model. And not the craziest weapon I've seen in Minecraft, but not the least either, so it works. Big thing is the enormous amounts of attack damage and the fact that it uses RF rather than, or energy in general, rather than having to burn durability. So that is kind of an advantage if you're very energy and tech focused. So yeah, that's going to be a thing, and I'm going to have to do a big thing trying to get all these, because if I want to do upgrades, I'm going to have several of these. Like, let's check out that use again, shall we? How many will I need just for this? It looks like I'll need 8 pedestals, because I'll also need the main item itself for fusion crafting, which will be this fusion crafting core. This is actually a block. It's not like some other things, and I'm going to have each of these having some sort of energy conduited to them, or using these special connector crystals that I've made. So I'm going to need to make more of these crystals, and I'm going to need to make this fusion crafting core and the other things. So let's get working here. I'm going to just need lots of these. Wait, did I do the right one? Like, hello? Okay, it's just a draconic core. Okay, fine. We've made plenty of these. Okay, so we know the drill. Gold and diamonds. Wait a moment. Do I just need the, okay, I just need the one for that, but I think each of these needs a, yeah, each of those needs a core. Okay, you see, this is why I mass created, a lot of that, because I'm going to need one each, and I'm going to need 8, so eight cores. 8 times 4 of these. Okay, so I'm going to need like 32 gold ingots. And that's just for the other cores. That's not even for the like the central one, so I'm gonna need more of these eventually. You know, actually I'm gonna need even more because whenever you start upgrading, you need to have enough there. Okay, because there's this whole step. Like if I start going up tiers, then I'm gonna need to have one to upgrade one. So I start with doing it with the basics, and I do all this stuff together and power it up. So that means I'm gonna have to have at least one to spare. So yeah, okay. See, you needed kind of, yeah, that should be enough for that. Do I have enough draconium yet? Is it processed? Because I will need all of it. Wow, that's still going. It's still going. Oh my gosh. I misestimated horrifically how much that would actually be able to work. So, yeah, a time to throw in just stuff to process because I just can. Oh, wait, it's finally running out. Never mind. I got there just in time. Apparently it goes from I can process all to nothing left really fast. Okay, so that's fair. Has a sudden drop at the end. Must be kind of special for that. Oh wait, I didn't actually grab that out. That would be nice. Oh, I did. Okay. What's going on out there? Oh, it's just becoming night. Okay, I want to save them some trouble. Okay, so this is me having to go all out with this. Because I need just tons of it. Okay, so I might as well make 9 of these first. So draconic core blocks of iron, 2 diamonds each, and some sort of stone. Okay, that's fair. Okay, so that'll be like, you know, actually I could just take this out by the block. Be a lot faster that way since it's already there. Now, how much stone was that? Was that... okay, that was like 5 each. So pardon me as I'll just take a pile of stone. I'll just refund it later. Okay, so... okay. I took care of that real fast. Whew, this is actually quite a bit of work. Fusion crafting core is lapis, another draconic core. Yeah, I needed that 10th. Oh yeah, I just need to grab myself a diamond. 'Cause I did calculate for that, I just didn't grab the last diamond. But yeah, trying to test Draconic Evolution can get quite interesting. Okay, 4 lapis blocks and 4 diamonds. And 4 diamonds. Okay, so let's do this part. I should have it almost set up. At least in terms of being able to actually have everything that I need for this test. It's like gonna be an intense test. On top of that, well, thing is, I can just carve out an additional area anytime that I'd like, but I also need to kind of plan the layout, and it would be good if it was close to this power core, so just temporarily I could do it that way. These just need to be relatively close. They don't actually need to be, like, within, like, certain spacing, so it's not like with, like, some things where you have to do it in an exact spacing way, like, oh, say, doing it with your enchantment table or with Thaumcraft or something like, oh, the lag spike of craziness. I would have literally had that wall a few seconds ago if it wasn't for that. Like, seriously. Yeah, because I just figured it would be nice if I had it positioned kind of like this. Okay, so let me see here. Oh, you just had to. Okay. Okay, put you over there. Can you be... Okay, so that's just visual. It doesn't actually take up that space. Of course, I kind of knew that because it would be ramming into that block. Okay, so this is how I get my upgrades. I need to somehow power all this. And for that, I'm going to need like several of these crystals. Okay, each of these can do 2 connections, I think, so I'm going to actually need like all 8. Huh. Oh, I know they have a certain range. Just not sure what it is. If I put them on the ceiling, that'll make it a lot easier. Okay. So I got them on the ceiling. So now they also, they also just make a nice decoration. Okay, so that's just beautiful. Okay, so I need to take out my little tool. There it is. So I need to click this with something like this, and then power this all up. But first, I just need to see if I can make the connections. Do I have to put you in a special mode? Okay, how do I... Okay, I need to look this up. How do I work the linker? Right shift click, yeah, one of the crystals with the binder, which was... Okay, so I just have to click the crystal first. That's the only big deal here. And, Okay, anyhow, so I clicked the crystal first. So if I wanted to, say, start with this one, and do that there. Not a valid device. Really? Huh? Okay, maybe I can actually take 4 of these. Because maybe I need the relay crystals back. Because that is a receptacle of RF energy. So, excuse me there. Or does it need to be placed on it? I think that might actually have been it. I need to place it on it. Of course, that brings up a whole nother story. Because... Okay, if each one can have so many... You know, I might have to figure this out for a while. Because I got my setup here, but I'm not sure exactly how I need to connect it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some draconic energy research as to how this is done in between, because it's been a while since I've even seen somebody do this. Yeah, like, seriously, good period of time. So I'm gonna have to get back on that. Meanwhile, I need to have a quick munch on my own. So I'm just gonna have myself a quick steak. Okay, so anyhow, point is, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get the links to work the way I actually want them. So I'm gonna be doing some research. Uh-oh, block lag. Well, I'll get it all back in a moment. Did it reorientate spontaneously? I think it did. Why are they not stacking now? Content saved. Can I reverse you by... Okay. That flushed the system. Yeah, there's clearly going to be some complications whenever I'm doing this, but at least I have a fantastic power source. I mean, the Nether Star generator is awe-inspiringly powerful, and apparently it can go directly to adjacent blocks, but that's a whole other story, because I need to figure out how to get something tied to a Nether Star generator, or possibly just find something that can draw power to it, or maybe just make more crystals, because maybe I can attach them to it. So, well, let me check this out, because this is the basic I/O crystal. If I pick this up, it should be fine. Okay, so I have my generator. So let's say I just reposition this, because I need to have... Okay, this is going to be really weird and very dangerous for me nearby, so I will literally just have an escape plan and run down. Okay, so each of these I think can have 2 links, if I remember what it said right. Yeah, each of these can have 2 links, but the crystal relays are also something that I might be able to do. Yeah, I need more crystals, because I think I can make this work, but I just need more crystals. So I'll do some more crystal crafting here and there, and just bite into my EMC again. Like, I mean, how much do I have is a good question here. I took out more than 500,000 points. Luckily, I've upgraded my, my energy collector here. So I'm going to be having more points soon, but even then, that does not add up to enough to make up for the difference. So I'm definitely losing, and fast. So yeah, I'm going to have to rearrange things, do a little bit of tweaking, and then prepare for my first actual fusion crafting. And oh, my abyssal zombie. Hi. Can I have your head? Nope. I guess he didn't integrate that. Well, that was a spontaneous discovery. Zombies do not automatically grant heads when hit with cleaver, if they're an abyssal zombie. Because I should see a head around here somewhere, but I do not. So, oh well. Okay. Spontaneous test in the last moment. That was kind of funny. Okay. But yeah, a more serious note, need to do crystals. So yeah, I'll be signing off and getting back to that later. So I'll be back hopefully with my first true fusion crafting actually in Draconic Evolution. I literally had not actually done that before. So, and it's changed so much over time that I had quite a time just seeing how much it had changed. But for now, I guess I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.